It was a quiet, very quiet night. Everyone in Peppa's house was fast asleep. Mummy Pig was snuffling softly. Daddy Pig was snoring his loudest Daddy Pig snore. And George was dreaming about dinosaurs. But Peppa Pig was not quite asleep. She lay in her bed, listening to the silence, when she saw a strange flicker of light from the window. Peppa sat up. "What is that?" she whispered to herself. The light was a soft, silvery blue, shining brightly from the garden below. It looked like a star had fallen right onto their lawn. Peppa knew it was much too late to be awake. But how could she possibly sleep with a fallen star in the garden? It was a mystery. Very, very slowly, Peppa crept out of bed. Creak, creak went the floorboards. Peppa held her breath and tiptoed down the stairs, making sure to avoid the squeaky step. She put on her favorite red boots and carefully opened the back door. The cool night air tickled her snout. The garden was dark, but the big, friendly moon smiled down, lighting the path. She followed the silvery glow. There, right in the middle of the grass, was the source of the light. It wasn't a falling star at all. It was a puddle. But this wasn't just any puddle. This puddle was magical. It glowed with a beautiful, soft light, reflecting the stars above like 1,000 tiny diamonds scattered in the water. The puddle sparkled with hues of blue and silver, making the wet mud look like velvet. Ooh. Peppa breathed. She carefully lifted one red boot and gently dipped her toe into the shining water. Splash! But instead of muddy water splashing up, tiny drops of light danced in the air, swirling like pixie dust before disappearing. Peppa giggled. She dipped her other foot in, much more confidently this time. The puddle responded with gentle twinkles. She looked closer. She could see all the constellations mirrored perfectly in the shimmering water, even the ones she couldn't usually see in the sky. It was like holding the whole night sky in her own garden. Suddenly, a small, glowing firefly zipped past her ear. It landed softly on the edge of the puddle. "Hello," Peppa whispered to the little bug. The firefly pulsed its light, making the puddle shine even brighter. It seemed to be teaching her a secret lesson. The magic was not just in the puddle, but in the quiet, wonderful world when everyone else was asleep. Peppa realized this magic puddle didn't need big jumps or loud squeals. It needed gentle touches and wonder. She stayed for a moment longer, watching the stars dance in the water, feeling cozy and thrilled by her secret discovery. "Thank you, magical puddle," Peppa whispered to the shimmering pool. "I will keep your midnight secrets safe." She tiptoed back inside, closing the door softly. She climbed back into bed, feeling much sleepier now and much more full of magic. The last thing she saw before drifting off was the reflection of the gentle moonlight on her ceiling. As the dawn approached and the magical shimmer faded back to just plain water, Peppa was fast asleep, dreaming of starry puddles and secret midnight adventures. She smiled, knowing that sometimes the quietest secrets are the most magical of all.